Are you feeling low emotionally or just feeling low in general? This 35-minute yoga focuses on the heart, lung, and kidney meridians, which are related to grief, depletion, and low mood in Chinese medicine. And this can help you shift out of emotional heaviness and depleted energy reserves. We'll move through both shorter and longer held postures to get into the connective tissues, and we'll also charge and create a release through your kidneys and back body to let go of any stress that you may be holding on to and charging your vital energy reserves. And if this kind of support speaks to you, you can use my free somatic starter kit, which is a collection of short, easy go-to practices that can reset and rewire your nervous system and also build emotional resilience through body-based practices. I'll link that in the description. And let me know in the comments where you tend to hold emotional weight and just heaviness in general. Is it in your chest, your throat, your belly, your heart? I'd love to hear. All right, let's get into the practice. For this practice, if you have yoga props, you'll want 2 bolsters and 2 blocks. And if you don't have yoga props, no problem. Just have 2 bigger pillows that can take your weight and 2 smaller cushions. And we're going to begin this practice in Supta Baddha Konasana. So once you have your props, we'll take 1 pillow long onto the mat and the other pillow or bolster horizontal across that. And you'll come to sit in a Baddha Konasana, so the feet together, the knees out wide, like a butterfly position, and getting this first pillow up against your lower back. We're going to come back to lie on this pillow, and then using the second cushion, drawing it up into the head, so you're supporting the head and the neck. So the chin is slightly tucked, so the chin isn't tipping back. So you're getting a lengthening through the back of the neck. Now these extra pillows or blocks are for under your legs. If you feel stressed in your inner thighs here, you can come, take the blocks, take the cushions, put them under your thighs as much as you need to support you here, because you want to be able to relax into this and not feel any stress anywhere in your body, okay? So setting yourself up how you need. And once you're set up, let the arms rest out. So first, just feel an opening through the chest, across the collarbones, down through the front of the shoulders. So really through the lung channel and the heart channel. Laying the palms face up and closing your eyes. And letting yourself begin to drop down into gravity. First feeling those bigger adjustments as you release. Can feel like a relief. And noticing your patterns where you tend to hold. And first just using your awareness as the primary tool in helping you to let go. And feel the back of your shoulders release down into the cushion, and how that allows more space to open up through the front of the shoulders, through the chest. Feel your breath move first into the belly, into the pelvic bowl, just allowing the inner thighs to soften, where the kidney channel runs. Just letting go of any stress that you're holding on to. And now feel your breath move into your lower lungs. It's expanding out through the lower ribs, through the front, the back, and the side ribs. And let this expansion move up into the mid-lungs. Just exploring your breath. Its tendencies right now, where it wants to move. How you can direct it into places it may not naturally move. And how you can do that softly. Exploring your breath and your body right now through softness, through release. And let the breath continue to move up into the upper lungs. And on your exhales, feel a deeper release of your weight, your back down through the cushion, the weight of your arms releasing, and a deeper softening through the chest, through the lungs, through the heart, through the kidneys. You can begin to move your fingers and toes. And bring your arms overhead alongside your ears and just reach out through the arms. You can let the shoulders move up toward your ears. Let this open up through the belly, through the spine, through the chest, and you can let your arms relax here. Notice how this creates any shifts in how your breath wants to move. And now you can bring your knees up to the ceiling, bring your feet flat to the floor, hip width apart, and bring your arms back down to the side and just let your knees fall side to side. Taking your time with this. Now let your knees fall over to one side and come all the way over onto that side to make your way up off of the cushions or the bolsters, and take the props off to the side. Now we're just going to sit cross-legged. Reach out through your arms, the palms facing up, and then reach your fingers back toward your legs. And let your hands release down onto the floor as far as they'll go. The fingers are open out wide. And then let your weight release back toward your hips. Now you can move a little bit side to side, feeling into your wrists, feeling through your hands, through your fingers, maybe up through your forearms. And you can release your chin toward your chest and begin to move the head slowly side to side, feeling into the back of your neck, into the tops of your shoulders. Let your breath rest into your belly. And now you can come up, circle out the wrists. And now we'll take the hands out, the palms facing down, bring the fingers in toward your legs. And release your weight down onto your hands. Once again, as far as the weight will release, let the belly soften. Let the shoulders relax away from the ears. And if this feels intense, let your exhales lengthen. Exhaling out any tension through the wrists, through the arms. And maybe you feel a release through your chest, through your upper back, through the belly, the diaphragm. And now release. Let's interlace the fingers, circle out the wrist, both directions, and then just shake it out. So you're really shaking through the wrists, shaking through the hands, and shaking through the fingers. So all of the meridians related with the heart meridian and the long, large intestine meridians run through the arms, down through the hands, the fingers. So we're just creating space through these channels. And from here, let's come into child's pose. Letting your forehead rest onto the floor. The knees can be out as wide as you need to create space for your lower back. Ease the compression through the front of your hips. And let your breath move into your kidneys. So at both sides of the spine, at the base of the ribs. And feel how the kidneys can move out on your inhales. And on your exhales, they release toward the spine. On your next inhale, lift up through the belly, round out through the spine as you come forward onto your hands and knees. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And on inhale, look forward, lift up through the tailbone, opening up through the front of the body. Exhale, open up through the back, draw the belly in, the chin in, the tailbone down. Inhale, reverse that, looking forward, lifting up through the tailbone. Exhale, into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round out through the back, opening up through the spine. One last time, inhale, arching through the spine. Exhale, round out the back. Now come into a neutral spine, and let's bring the right arm down, all the way down onto the floor, threading the needle. Bring the right arm behind the left hand. And first grounding down here, pressing down through your right shoulder, balancing your weight between your legs. And you can take your left arm up and then take that arm behind you. Perhaps you can tuck the hand into your right thigh. And keep pressing down through your right shoulder and actively draw your left shoulder back. Just feeling this activation through the upper back, through your right arm, through the heart channel. and opening through the front of the left shoulder. And now bring your left hand down, press into that hand to come back into tabletop. Take this on the other side. Bring the left arm all the way down behind your right hand. Let the head rest onto the floor. And first balance your weight out as much as you can between your knees. And then take your right arm up. Keep pressing down through your left shoulder, through your left arm. And take your right arm behind you. Tuck the hand in where it wants to tuck into. And then actively draw the right shoulder back as you press down into the left shoulder. So activating through the muscles, through the upper back, opening through the front of the right shoulder, and activating down through the left arm and the outside of the left shoulder. And bring your right hand down, press into that hand to come back into tabletop. And from here, keeping the hips stacked over the knees, just walk your hands out as far as they'll go. Release the shoulders down toward the ground. You can rest your forehead onto the floor, or you can lengthen through the throat, taking your chin toward the top of the mat. Just taking a few breaths here. Feeling on your exhales that you can release even more. Feeling compression through the upper back. Noticing where your breath is moving. And then you can lift up through the belly. Come up onto the hands and knees. Keep the hands and knees where they are. And just roll forward, coming into a little cobra. You can move the hips side to side. And from here, let's come all the way down onto the belly. Take the hands out in front of you, coming onto the fingertips. And on your next inhale, roll up through the spine into cobra. Exhale, release down. Let's do this a few more times. Inhale, rolling up through the spine. Exhale, rolling down. Once again, inhale. Feel an activation through the entire back body. Exhale, roll down. Last time, inhale. Opening up through the chest, activating through the upper back. Exhale, lower down. Bring your hands in. Now we're going to take the right arm in front of the left arm and walk the hands out as far as they'll go. Seeing if you can walk your hands past your elbows. And now you can tuck your toes and shift your weight forward so your head has space to rest down in front of your arms. And begin to release into this, taking this as a yin posture. So letting your head be heavy, letting your body be heavy. So the weight of your body can release down over your arms. Opening up the space between your shoulder blades and your spine. Opening up down through your arms, into your hands, your fingers. And if you feel tingling, that's okay. If you feel numbness, it's okay. As you feel an explicit release through your upper body, let yourself soften through the kidneys, through the lower body, down through your legs. And let your breath relax into your belly. Begin to bring your head up. And now we're just going to roll over onto the left side. Let the right arm cross the body and come into a reclined twist. You can take your left hand onto your right knee to encourage that knee down if that feels good for you. If you have the space, you can let your right arm extend out. Let your head drop toward your right shoulder. And feel this opening through your chest, particularly through the right ribs, the right lung, out through your right arm. And now you can roll back onto the belly, come back into a cobra or sphinx, and we'll take this on the other side. So taking the left arm in front of the right, so walking the hands out as far as they'll go, and already feeling an opening through the upper back and compression through the chest, through the lung channel. Now tuck your toes and take your weight forward, so you're just pushing through your toes, so your head has the space in front of your arms to rest down. And if you don't have the space, you can let your head rest over to the side over your arm if that's more comfortable. And begin to let yourself settle into this. And as you release through the upper body, let the lower body soften as well. It's always checking in and noticing your patterns of where you hold, maybe chronically, unconsciously, and letting that holding go. And feeling how your breath can help you create space, how it can help you discover a deeper release, particularly on your exhales. Here we're getting into holding through the lung and heart channels that can hold a lot of emotions, an emotional weight, emotional hurt. And through the compression, as we come out of the posture, it creates more space and a deeper release. Now you can bring your head up, bring your left arm out, and we'll roll over onto the side, letting the head rest onto the ground. You can take your right hand onto your left knee. If that feels good for you, let your head rest over toward your left shoulder, and let your shoulders and up, feeling an opening through the left lung, the left ribs, the left side of the chest, down through the left arm. Now you can roll back onto your belly. And just bring your forehead down onto your fingers, the elbows out wide. And shimmy the hips side to side, releasing through the lower back, down through the legs. And then just settle in, taking a few breaths here. Now let's bring the hands to both sides of the chest. Draw the elbows in and down. And press into your hands to come onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes. And let's come into downward dog. Taking any movement that feels good. And feeling how you can press down through your palms, through your fingers, and extend up through your arms. So you're strong through your wrists, through your elbows, sending the shoulders into the back. There's space through your chest, space across the upper back. Your breath can move with the diaphragm. You can still move the kidneys, breathing here. Subtle movement. On your next inhale, bring your weight forward and step your right foot between your hands. Bring your left knee down. Release your back toes, and let's come up into a lunge. Take your hands onto your front knee. First, just feeling into this, feeling into your hips. And now let's take the arms into a cactus position. So a 90-degree angle at your elbows. The fingers are open wide. And begin to reach back through your elbows, opening up through the chest. And keep drawing your right hip back, your left hip forward. Keep lengthening out through the neck. And feel this opening through the chest, activation through the upper back, and perhaps an opening through your arms, through your hands, through your fingers. Now interlace your fingers behind your back, work the palms toward each other, and lengthen through the arms. Feel an opening through your chest. You can lift the arms up if that feels good. Feeling into your upper back, the muscles between your spine and your shoulders. And now release your hands down, tuck your back toes, and come back into downward dog. On your next inhale, bring your weight forward. On your next inhale, bring your weight forward. Step your left foot between your hands. Bring your back knee down. Release your back toes. Bring your hands onto your left knee, thigh. First, just feel into this, the opening through the hips, and how the belly can support the back. Drawing the tailbone toward the pubic bone so you're active through the pelvic floor. Bring the arms into cactus once again and lift up and out and back through your elbows. Reach up through the fingers, lift up through the neck. Keep drawing the left hip back, the right hip forward. And now change the interlacing of your fingers. Draw the palms toward each other. And let this open up the chest. You can move the arms to feel into your back. and release the hands down. Tuck your back toes. Come back into downward dog. Doing whatever feels good. On inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, step your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen through the spine into an Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold forward. Take your hands into your elbows, hang over here. Release the weight of the head. Release the weight of the elbows. Let the belly release toward the thighs. To do so, if you need to take a bend through the knees, you can always take that option. And now release, bending through the knees, using your hands to support you. And let's take the hands back and come to sit with the legs out long. Now we're going to come into a reverse tabletop. So bring the hands, the fingers are facing forward, and the wrists are underneath the shoulders. Bring the feet in, so the knees are bent. And then you're going to press down through your hands, press down through your feet, and lift up through the back body. Lift up through the kidneys. Look up toward the ceiling so the neck is long. And you can shift your weight back and forth. And press down through your index fingers and thumbs in particular. Lift up through the upper back. Feel this very explicit activation opening through the large intestine, lung, and channel. Couple more breaths here. Lifting up through the back body. And now release. Take the legs out long. So we'll come into a version of Paschimottanasana. If you want to sit on a small cushion for this, if you're particularly tight through your hamstrings, I recommend taking some height under your hips. Like so, and it helps this tilt of the pelvis. And now we're going to bend through the knees. And you can take the index and middle fingers right into the kidney 1 point on your foot, as you can see on your screen. And first, just feeling into this point, you can massage it, circling the point with your fingers. And now you can begin to walk your feet out. So this depends on the length of your hamstrings, how far you can take your feet out. If you have longer hamstrings, perhaps you can take the legs out long. But if not, this isn't about stress, right? We aren't here to create stress. So you can keep a bend in your knees and press your feet into your fingers and press the fingers back into your feet. And so feel this, how you're drawing the belly in toward your thighs. This is what we're going for in Uttanasana as well. It creates an explicit opening through the lower back, deeper through the pelvis. When you have this, even a compression of the belly into the thighs. With longer hamstrings, you of course can have the legs out long, and you're still pressing the fingers into this kidney 1 point and pressing the feet back into your fingers. And here we're letting the upper body be active. So the shoulders are into the back. There's space across the chest. The arms are active. So we're active through all of these channels that we've been opening through this practice. And not only opening, but strengthening our emotional maturity, our emotional resilience. There's a couple more breaths here, feeling how the breath can expand into the belly, into the pelvic floor. And then release. Now take your hands down, bend through the knees, take your hips forward so you come to sit with the knees up, and from here, roll down through the spine, controlling that as much as you can as you come onto your back, bringing your knees in. Let yourself soften here. And let's take a happy baby. So taking a hold of the outside, the feet, the arms to the inside, the knees. And letting yourself relax. So noticing if you're holding through your upper back, through your chest. Let yourself relax. Feeling the upper back, how it can increase its contact with the floor, creating space through the chest. And how this can deepen an opening through the kidney channel, running through the inner thighs, through the back body that can store stress. And now bring the feet in, bring the knees in. And from here, make your way into Shavasana. Use any support that you want. Get your shoulders into the back. So you're maintaining this space that you've been creating across the chest, through the upper back, down through the arms, the hands, the fingers. Let the feet drop out to the side so you're completely relaxed. Through the legs, through the pelvis, through the belly, through your diaphragm. Through the rib cage and your lungs, soft through the heart. And relax through the shoulders, down through the arms, the hands, the fingers. I hope you feel a little lighter, a little more open, and just know that this kind of emotional movement doesn't always have to be dramatic. Sometimes it's just about showing up for your body and your breath. If this felt supportive, use my free somatic starter kit. I'll link it in the description. It includes short grounding practices to help you feel more emotionally resilient wherever you are on your journey. And again, I'd love to hear, where do you feel emotional heaviness most in your body? And where did you feel a release through this practice? Subscribe for more body-based practices that I'm sharing every week. Thanks for being here with me. I'll see you in the next practice.